What happened last week on my game dev journey? I wrote some stories, I finished the raw version of menu screen, and I tried to save a bee. Hello everyone, Tesaks here, and welcome to my devlog. Last week I managed to complete quite a lot of stuff. First of all, I finally put together all my notes regarding story for Walker of Aldenor and Project Matcher. And thanks to that I was able to write all story entries for Walker of Aldenor. As it is right now, I have 26 really short stories prepared in form of diary entries, which combines great interesting story explaining quite a lot of stuff that is going on in the game. And of course in the world around it. Plus there are some overarching hints to stuff that will be revealed in the future or that are going to make appearance in Project Matcher. Also, I created the whole story update so it can be expanded anytime in the future, so there is always possibility for more story to be implemented. Besides that, I finally finished the menu screen for Project Matcher. I know it took me quite a while, mainly because once I finished the original screen I decided to scrap it and rework it completely. But hey, let me show you the results. As you can see, it literally takes the whole screen with just the original menu on the left side. And not only you will be able to approximately tell what level your buildings are, but you'll be also able to access most of the stuff by just clicking on the buildings. I really like this idea, but I was told that just having interactive background is really confusing, and for that reason the left menu will remain on the screen 100% of the time. And near the end of the week I jumped back to Walker of Aldenor and fixed some bugs. Mainly annoying bug with storage building. I don't know how many players got to the point where they built storage up to level 10, but if you continue to upgrade this building to level 11 and further, you would find that the inventory just stops working completely. This was caused by my inability to script fully functional and interactive inventory almost 2 years ago, which resulted in some pretty serious hard coding. Yeah, I am talking about 14,500 lines of code just for the inventory system. And yes, you heard me right. 14,500 of lines of code. Today I know better, but I had to deal with this devil from my past and I successfully did it. So after changing just one character, the whole system is now working flawlessly again. And it will be patched with the upcoming story expansion, which hopefully will be released soon. But Tesaks, I hear you asking, did you rework the whole inventory system so it's more efficient and generally better script? Really good question, to which my response is, I could. But I don't really have time to do that. You see, I am just one person, and to be honest, Walker of Aldenor is my most favorite game I ever worked on. But from both games that I officially released, Walker is the game that gets almost no attention from the public, and for that reason I can't see myself dumping more time than absolutely necessary into it just to recreate something that's already in there. Even if I rework the inventory system, I wouldn't change the UI and controls, so just patching the bug is the best solution here. There are far better ways stuff that I can spend my time on, like working on Project Matcher. Really, all I wanna do with Walker now is just set up triggers for the whole story, maybe change a little bit of code in order to add some further compatibility issues with newest Android version, and release the update to the wild. Oh yeah, and as I mentioned at the beginning, I'll try to save a bee. Really, just a regular flying bee. You know, that one really helpful insect. I saw one drowning in my pool, so I decided to do the same thing I am doing every single time. Just give it a hand and it will climb up on it to the safety. I really never had any issues with this behavior. The bee usually just rescues itself and after a few seconds of drying flies away. Not this one though. This one rescued itself only to sting me a few seconds later and yeah, it died anyway. To my surprise, it seems like I got allergic reaction, even though I had no history with allergic reaction to bee stings. I should know that since we had multiple beekeepers in our family and I got stung all the time in past. Well, stuff happens and yeah, now it's uncomfortable and half of my left palm with 2 fingers is completely useless. And will be for a few days, which is always nice when it comes to scripting. And why I am telling you this? Well, I got surprised by it and I found it kinda funny, so I decided to share it with you, even though it's not directly tied to my game dev journey. Or is it? Maybe kinda. Anyway, it's probably just the right time to end this video. But of course, not without me talking about my released games and trying to convince you to try this out. Let me start with Puzzle Pieces, which is a casual arcade game that will test your reflexes, and you can buy it for a few bucks on Steam or download for free on Google Play. Next up is the already mentioned Walker of Aldenor, which is quote-unquote location-based game. I say on quotes because it actually doesn't need access to your location. This game will motivate you to walk more, and yeah, I originally developed this game to help myself, and it helped. You can get Walker of Aldenor on Google Play for free. Of course, as usual, I will leave link to both games in description. Just getting them, playing them, and maybe occasionally watching an ad or buying Puzzle Pieces on PC is the best way to support me. Also, liking, subscribing and sharing helps a lot as well. Anyway, I will also include link to my Facebook page, Instagram and Discord server so you can join me here on my game dev journey. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.